back in a little bit. Gonna go ahead and get started again. Got it all nice and dry, and we went ahead and did all of this. And so we're going to go ahead and do this section, and then we're going to do the hair. And then I think I'm going to go ahead and get my dark indigo blue, and then I'm going to really work on putting in some of these nice darks in through here. I want to really start balancing out some of these darks so I can see where all my lights and my darks are going to be at. So I'm seeing that the really darkest spot is going to be right over here. So I want to make sure that I can get my darkest area so I can start balancing out where the rest of my stuff is. So I know where my light is, and then I know where my dark is. So now I can balance everything in between. So, but let's finish up the middle layer. So the first layer. So then we can let this stuff dry, and then we can start working on some of our other stuff. So I've got this burnt carmine again, which is this color right here. And as I've been looking at her shirt here, I'm kind of thinking I could work some of this warm stuff in here, and then working some of the darker maybe browns into here. Because this is a nice kind of a reddish tone in here, what I'm seeing. Maybe more of a purple. And then work these blues. Here's some nice purples down in here. I'm not sure if it's coming through on yours, but a nice blue down in here. Nice blues down in here. Maybe some browns up in here to help reflect the browns from her face. So let's work on her shirt down here. I need to get this sharpened up just a little bit. I have this is an old tape canister, and then we just glued a pencil sharpener down in the bottom, and it just catches all my shavings there. It's a nice thing to keep around. Keeps everything nice and tidy as I work. So let's start working some of these colors in. Again, doing the nice little circle things. Now, as I'm looking at this, let's bring our photo image back. So we've got this here. We've got a little bit of a dark edge right in through here. Let's see if we can't get this a little closer. We've got a dark edge right in through here. So I'm going to probably bring some other color in through here. And then we've got this darker color down in through here. So we're just going to be working this up around in here. Let me see if I can get this a little bit better on this so that you guys can see this. Not pushing too dark, too hard down in here. Okay, I'm gonna work it on up to that line. There we go. Want to have a nice colors all the way, and bring it all the way down. I don't want to stop it. I want to have that nice burgundy color all the way through it. There we go. So now let's put some of this burnt umber in here so we can start darkening this out here. And following along. Keep looking at the image here so I know how my colors are going. Again, circles. That way I don't get any lines here of demarcation. Now as you're looking, one of the things when you're doing fabric is see how soft it is right around here, but see how sharp this line is. So we want to make sure to keep this sharp edge here, but nice soft there. Okay, so I'm gonna kind of do a nice sharp edge right up and through there, all the way up to the face. Okay, got a bit of a curvature, so I'm going to reshape that shape a little bit to help give us that shape that we've got. Reshape that a little bit more, give it a little bit more of a flow. Here we go. Got a little bit of the indigo here, so we've got some nice. Now we've got, I think I've got a kitty outside. There we go. Got some nice dark in through there. So I'm still not sure what color I want to put up there. How about this one? This is my burnt ochre, so it'll have a nice little red color to it. And remember, we don't want a sharp edge there, but we do want to, because it's a soft turning there. There we go. There we go. Let's see how that looks when we color it in. Now, one of the things is that you may not know is when I do something like this, I may do a piece a couple of times. I may do one several times because I may not like the way it comes out. The colors may be wrong. I may have to, try something a couple of different ways. And that's okay, because it's the experimentation of how things are going, that's fine. So it doesn't really bother me. That's just the way things are. Making this a little bit darker over here. And this is a little bit sharper. Okay, so let's go back in with the brown. Sometimes I forget that people are so focused on the product of making the art that they forget that, it's sometimes the experimentation, the exploration of the color, finding out about what's going on. How are these colors actually, interacting? And I just want to, I want you to explore the colors, and not be so focused on trying to get, trying to get the perfect image the first time. That doesn't matter. No one gets the perfect image the first time. That's silly. So one of the things I've been looking at here is the fact that I kind of, over here when I just did this, I kind of stopped looking at the image of what I was doing, and I just kind of shorthanded this, and I think you can kind of see this as to what I did. And I think the image has kind of suffered a little bit because of it. But you know, it is what it is, and I will experiment with it a little later. But I think for our purposes, it's going to be fine. Okay, let me get some of my indigo blue out here. Actually, I'm thinking some ultramarine over here because this is looking very, very pale blue over here. It's almost like it's got reflected light kind of bouncing around over here a little bit. Okay, and now let's go back to the indigo blue. The indigo blue is almost like a flatter blue, I guess, a darker blue. Let's take that down. And do. Okay, and then we've got a few little things up through here. Not much. Just some bare little movements in the fabric. And this actually gives some shadow to the hair. Okay, so let's also work on the top of her hair here. Okay, so let's go back. We actually have some yellow here. Let's go ahead and work some yellow into this area. Where I saved all this light stuff. And so vary your strokes. Try to continue to take take a look at the way that the hair is growing. Always your information is here on your image. So there's the yellow, and then we're going to go with the burnt ochre, and following the way the hair grows. Just go ahead and keeping my strokes light so that I can give the idea of those individual strands, just letting the pencil do the work for me. Okay, and real light. I'm holding it like a pencil, yes, but I'm not holding it. I'm letting the pencil do some of the work for me. Okay, and now I can go ahead and just do some back and forth with this, with my strokes here. And I can come back in with some of the darker colors back in here that I'm seeing. And just like the light stuff, I can add in some of the darker stuff. Okay, so now I've got my darker, this is my burnt umber, and over here on the side, so I know this is some of my darker stuff over here. And since I'm putting this dark in, okay, and we've got a little bit of dark over here. Now, I'm not overdoing it with the dark right now. Don't want to do too much. Not too many steps at the same time, remember. Okay, let's go ahead and add some water and see what that looks like. So, here we go. And got my toilet paper out here and swishing around. Dabbing it off once. So, I've got quite a bit of water in there, but it's not really soppy. Okay, so here we go. Gonna work some of this blue out here. I just want a little hint of blue color there. There we go. And some more over here. So I don't want it to be too drastic. Okay, working the color. And because I've got quite a bit of water in there, it's and I can push down. Did you miss all of that? So let me work over here on this section over here. So I've got quite a bit of water in here. Okay, push, and I can push it around. Like I said, because I've got quite a bit of water. And because this stuff is already been watered, right? I don't have to worry too much about it running anywhere. Now, I'm not too wild about all of these marks right here, right? So I can just keep working it with my brush here. And some of that will start coming out. There we go. So I like that a lot better. Okay, so let's come on over to this area over here. Okay, here we go. Moment of truth. Let's see how this came out. So okay, got too much water in there, so I just sopped it up a little bit. And my tissue paper. And there we go. Okay, so now I've got not enough water, so I'm just going to dip it in again. Now remember, I need to keep that nice sharp line in through there. So, moving my brush around so that I can see what I'm doing, even though I'm right-handed. There we go. Keep that line. And here we go. Keeping that line. Here we go. Okay. Lost quite a bit in through there, but we can work that back in. That's not a problem. Okay, and now I can come through, kind of ease this upper edge a little bit so that it's not so harsh. There we go. So I really do like this combination of purple and brown. You probably would never have thought of purple and brown together as a nice color, but it does work, especially when you've got light kind of bouncing through a shirt like this. Kind of kind of has that warm tone, that the light going through. Okay, pulling it down here. And I'm skipping all this dark blue stuff down lower. I'm going to hit that in a minute. Okay, because I don't want to hit that too quickly. Okay, now we're going to do this. Okay, and don't forget to keep your shapes, because that's what will tell you, yes, Pyewacket, that this is fabric. Yep, and I'm splattering around a couple of colors, but that's okay. Okay, kind of liking that so far. Okay. Alright. Let's rinse off real well. We don't want to pull that purple or that blue up into her hair. That would be bad. Pyewacket, what are you doing, kitty? Okay, so let's go up into her hair. And remember, yes, light to dark. So we're going to do the yellow. So let's just stroke it this way. No honey. Yes. Giving this such a nice glow across the top of her head there. Okay. Okay, there we go. Now I need to check on the pie wacky and see what her problem is, and then